Hello, long time no here, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Watch That John podcast. I am Mary,
Yay, yay. And I'm James.
and yeah, how was your weekend?
The weekend is good. I had a little cold that I've been battling.
Gross.
But we did an escape room yesterday,
Did you guys escape?
which is fun. So, I'm going to say, yeah, we escaped.
That means
but we're
no. That sounds like a resounding
we had,
no.
it was like one more step we had to do before we got out.
How many
But it
hints
was
did
still
y'all
fun.
use?
We used all three hints.
We only get 3 hints.
Yes, three
What
hints.
kind of place is this? Well,
Yeah, it only has. The room had a 25% success rate. So I would think we did pretty good.
escape rooms are fun. The last one, me and DQ went to, we got really far. We really almost beat it. Like, we were very close. I don't think I've ever beaten an escape room. Have you?
I beat a few, but it's definitely
Well, I
not.
feel like you lying.
More often than not. No, I'm not. We won a few times, but more often than not, we lose. So
All right. Well, this weekend, I watched the movie that we are reviewing today, The Little Mermaid.
Hello, Mermaid.
Want to hear a really corny dad joke that I heard years ago?
Let's go.
You already know the setup because I already said it, but who's the hottest rapper under the sea?
The hottest rapper under the sea. I don't know.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, but I saw it in theaters on Saturday with my mom.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I had
that's
a great
nice,
time.
nice.
I had a great time, and I was actually quite excited to do this review. Quite excited.
Yeah. So I traditionally did not like The Little Mermaid growing up. Right. It came the cartoon in 1989, and I was never a fan.
1989.
Yeah, it's old as crap.
You know, that is one thing that I can admit as well. Little Mermaid wasn't near and dear to my heart. As like other Disney movies like The Lion King and the Goofy movie and Hercules and Mulan. The Little Mermaid was all right. I actually watched it as an adult. Maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, this is boring.
Yeah,
I was bored. I was kind of bored.
yeah. It was too. I don't know. Like I agree.
Was it too girly?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's too girly, and too much.
I don't imagine The Little Mermaid appealing too much to straight
boys.
cisgender boys, to be honest.
No, but this movie, I was pleasantly surprised. Right.
My God, honestly, I cried. Like,
Wow.
I literally did cry because it's just like me fully realizing the impact that this movie has on black, like pretty much like how important this movie is to black girlhood.
Representation matters.
It's just like, but it's like, why does it matter? Like, I was one of the people. Of course, you guys all know about the huge, unnecessary, ridiculous backlash this movie was getting because they casted the black actress Halle Bailey.
Holly Bailey. Yep.
And I'm kind of one of those people. Okay, like I like to cosplay, right? I sort of understood the backlash in a way. It is based on racism, is racism, but I kind of in a small segment understood it because it's like, okay, I like to cosplay, and when I cosplay, I try to look as close to the original character as possible. But then it's like, I'm black. So if I want to cosplay, like, I don't know, let's say the Full Metal Alchemist, I had the blonde hair. I had the red cape. I had the white gloves. But I am still black. You know what I mean? And it's just like black people are just so excluded from like different like
Mainstream
narratives.
elements. Yeah.
Just like narratives. Like we're never seen in like fantasies or like we're only kind of seen in movies where black women are getting abused or either on drugs or getting raped or beat up or they're impoverished. So it's just like, man, it's just like I'm losing my train of thought here. Like,
No, I get you. It's important, especially there was one video I saw where Hailey Bailey was at Disney World, and this little black girl, maybe like 4 or 5 years old, hugged her, and she wouldn't let go, and like
She would not let go.
she would not let go, and it was so adorable, and also remind you that like, yo, man, if we had something like this growing up, like think about how hard we went for Milan, right? Milan was, Chinese and everything, but we went hard for that movie. Like, I feel like the Disney movies didn't get more diverse until we got a lot older. But like, if guaranteed, if the original, if Little Mermaid was black, I would probably watch it too. You know what I mean? I would enjoy it a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just I think this movie was important because they did it in a way that it wasn't whack. You know what I mean? Like what's the
And just
what?
well, what just to say it's just like and that people always make the argument of, oh, why do you have to make Ariel black? Why do you have to make Spider-Man black? Like, that's lazy. Just make original black characters. But I'm like, Ariel is important to black girls too. And why are you the guys the only one who can connect with Ariel? Why are you gatekeeping Ariel from us?
Yeah, exactly.
We could be mermaids too. We can be magical. We could be sea nymphs and mermaids and warlocks and anything else y'all could be. Like, it's just like, we love Ariel too. And I feel like people forget that when they say, oh, just create another character. It's like, we're attached to this character just as much as you are. So.
Exactly. And the thing is, we're making, like, black superheroes and everything, they're new. They have been, like, remakes to make new special characters. But it doesn't really connect as much, versus, like, a Miles Morales or, a Hailey Bailey.
Hailey Bailey. No, you got me say Halle Bailey.
Hailey Bailey. Yes, I'm trying not to say
Halle. She's just like Halle Berry, but Halle Bailey.
Yes.
And it's funny because I remember when news came out about the new Little Mermaid, people weren't reading it; they were reading it as Halle Berry. Mm-hmm. So they're like, "How is she going to be the Little Mermaid? She's like 50 something."
She's gorgeous though.
But it was like, no, she's still fine. I would still watch it. Mm-hmm. I would still watch it. But yeah. But before we started. We call it reviews, but guys, this is more like what's the word? This is a movie commentary.
Commentary, exactly.
In my opinion, we're going to give our reviews, and they're going to be great, but we're not critics over here. But I wanted to start off with a game. Are you ready? I'm in my Saul bag today.
Okay, we can do a little game.
So it's a simple game, and I chose it because I know you're going to be bad at it, and that makes me gleeful. So. I am going to play a game called Finish the Lyric.
Oh.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to sing a few songs from The Little Mermaid, and you have to pick up where I left off.
Okay.
At least finish the stanza. You can't just say the word that comes right after it. At least finish the stanza. All right? Mm-hmm. See, I know because you don't know it, so this is going to be great. Mm-hmm. All right, you ready?
Sure, yeah, let's go.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl
who swims underwater?
Nigga, what? Not even close. Not even close.
What's the next one?
The girl who has everything.
Oh, okay.
All right, can you name the song? How about that?
Under the Sea.
Nigga, no.
The girl that has everything. The people are. Look where the people are.
The people are.
Look where the people
Look
are.
where the people are. James, she literally says the name of the song so many times. It's in the hook.
Part of your world.
There we go. All right, you get half a point. Not that I'm keeping tally, but you get half a point. Yeah. All right, you ready? Sha la 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 la, my oh my, looked like the boy too shy.
Kissed it, girl.
All right, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. The real lyric is ain't going to kiss the girl, but I give it to you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let me see.
That's all I'm gonna have though.
Okay. Wait, last one. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. Okay. Wait. Can you get this next one? You dream about going up there.
But that's a big mistake.
There you go. All right, you redeemed yourself. So you just don't know part of your world.
I know the more upbeat hip hop songs.
Sense.
You know what I mean? That's why I remember it. Like
that is not hip-hop. I mean, there's hip hop on this new one. There's hip hop on this new one. So speaking of songs, so there are new songs in this movie. Oh, that's the end of the game, y'all. We kind of just.
I won. Yeah, I'm undefeated.
You kind of won. You kind of won. There's new songs, right? And I'm like, I enjoy all of these songs. I saw the credits. Guess who fucking wrote them?
The genius of music in this like past 4 or 5 years, Lin-Manuel Miranda has been on fire.
He just been eating.
He's been on fire.
He just been eating. Just eating it up. I'm just like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Because I heard there was going to be new songs. And a lot of these new live action adaptations, like in the Aladdin adaptation, there was a new song. It was meh. I enjoyed the movie. The movie was fun. The new song was like, I could have did without it. So I thought it would be the same because my friend told me there were new songs.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
Oh my God. Okay. So I guess, we always say we're just going to talk about the movie, but I feel like we're so structured. We're going to kind of start from the beginning and work our way down.
Swim on down.
One thing that kind of, I don't know, I guess that made me realize, oh, this is live action. Remember in the opening scene, they just showed the ocean?
Oh, yeah. And it wasn't like animated or nothing like that. It kind of threw me off too. It was just like, oh, that's just water. That's not like cartoon. That's not cartoon water. Like she's really in the ocean right now.
She really in the damn, like that is it. I liked it. Like it was a little bit like, oh, I don't know. I was like, okay, this is like footage. This is
and it wasn't like CGI water. It was like someone went to Atlantic City and was like, ooh, there goes some waves.
Atlantic City water is not that clean. There's not enough dirt in that. It's not like slimy enough. But yeah, that was cool. And I was like, oh wow, like I guess you really don't fully grasp that these are humanoids who live in the
under
fucking
the
ocean.
sea,
like deep enough for like. Well, there weren't any whales. Have you seen any whales?
No, there was a shark though. It kind of like if you think about it too much, it's kind of terrifying. You know what I mean? Like intelligent humanoids are just like swimming underwater, like singing and collecting our items and want to get on land. What happened if they do get on land, Mary? What are they gonna do? They're gonna eat you.
I mean, it's listen, like the mermaids. I think I could be wrong, but they're inspired from the Greek myths.
Sirens.
I don't know if they're
they are the
different
same.
from sirens, but
they mentioned the siren song.
Are they the same?
No, they mentioned the siren song in the movie.
Yeah, they did. Are mermaids and sirens the same? Because mermaids seem like the nice sirens.
I feel like.
Oh.
What?
Okay, it said mermaid and sirens are often used interchangeably, but there is a distinction between the two. Mermaids are half fish, half woman who live in the ocean and typically harmless. Sirens are like evil mermaids. So sirens are the cool ones.
So Ursula, she's a siren? Is that how that works?
Ursula is not a siren. Ursula is a terrifying monstrosity. Why you start scratching your eye as soon as I start scratching
Did we
my
really?
eye?
That's hilarious.
I said you start scratching my eye as soon as I start scratching. You start scratching your eye as soon as I start rubbing my eye.
And I said that's hilarious because I didn't even see you rub your eye because my eye was blind, obviously.
Oh, but yeah. Sirens are the one who sings men to their deaths.
That's not like something Ursula would do.
They sing of their glory. I mean, that's what she tried to do. That's literally what she tried to do with Eric. All right, you don't have to copy that. But yeah, so one thing, the start of the movie, I was just blown away by that Asian mermaid.
Yo.
And Ariel's
sisters. They were gorgeous. They were fine.
Baddest bitch in all
they were.
The 7 seas. Like,
so when the movie about to start play, right, I was like, yo, Ariel's black, that's cool. but how Poppy ain't, and it confused me until the opening scene.
Really? But you've seen Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Think about Brandy's
Well,
Cinderella.
that was whack. So I didn't dig. I hate it.
No, I really liked
thought it was whack.
It's good. You got to watch it again. As the James, Whitney Houston, and Brandy, they ate. They sink. Oh my God! You have to watch it again.
But I thought
you
it
have
was,
to watch it again.
I thought it
It's
was
so
boring.
good.
But anyway, when I was wondering why is Trident white and his daughter black, right? I was like, okay, whatever, just Disney. Until
I thought Trident was some sort of
maybe
Latino
he was Latino.
man.
I think he actually was Latino. But anyway,
Yeah, his name is.
when he had his daughters there from the Seven Seas, it makes sense that they're
Hold
all
on.
different races.
From
Exactly.
different seas. I like
Yes.
that too. Oh
Yes.
my God. And my girl, did you watch this season, last season's of Bridgerton?
The one where they talk about the Queen.
No, I'm still talking about the sisters, the Indian mermaid.
Oh yeah. They remind you of her.
She's in Bridgerton. She was there. Her name's Simone Ashley. I just think
She was a mermaid? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
wow.
a mermaid. She's so beautiful. When they had the African mermaid and she had her kinky hair out in the water and her
Yep.
scales across her chest looked like African prints, I was like, yo. I can't. Like, yo, we all can be
Exactly.
mermaids. You white bitches, stop gatekeeping mermaids. Stop. And my thing is, there are mermaids in African folklore as well. Mama Wata is a mermaid, and she's associated with I think rebirth and fertility and things like that. So it's y'all gotta stop gatekeeping mermaids. We can all be mermaids. So it was just, yeah, they're all gorgeous. I was like, these are the most beautiful assembly of women I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was like, wow, they hit the spot right there.
They really do. Spots. Gross. Don't talk to me about your spots.
That was so weird, but you know what I mean.
How did you feel when you saw Flounder and
So
Sebastian?
we went with the Nangeli, and that's Eileen's 13-year-old sister, right? And she was like,
Don't be saying her name on this podcast.
she was like, ew, why is Flounder a different color or something? She said he didn't really look like.
She didn't say why is Flounder an actual fish?
Basically, she's like, oh, why is his I think what the cartoon he was yellow and blue, and this one he was yellow and black or something like that.
Flounder isn't
No,
really
he's
a
not.
flounder, is he? Don't flounders have eyes on both
Yeah.
sides of one head?
Like the
on
character from
same-
SpongeBob.
Flounder
No,
isn't
he's
really a
not.
flounder.
He's
Exactly.
not. He was I don't know, some type of tropical fish or whatever. I think flounders are bottom feeders.
I got used to Flounder very quickly, though. I thought it would bother me, the fact that he looked so
Mm-hmm.
hyper-realistic.
What about
didn't.
Sebastian?
I got used to him. Sebastian is one of my favorite characters. He
was.
was
That was,
hilarious. He was just so funny. And his Jamaican accent was good, where it sounded natural, but it didn't sound
top?
like
Yeah.
stereotypical. Yeah. Because it's he can't go up there and speak full Jamaican. We won't understand what he's saying. But it sounded like a believable Jamaican. Even though the person who voice acted him is freaking
Exactly.
Lafayette.
David.
What's his name?
It's something David, right? Yeah,
David Diggs.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if he's Jamaican, but he ate. He's apparently French, Jamaican, American. He
Lafayette.
Yeah, he's all of them. But he was hilarious. I forget what he said. He said something to Scuttle. He was just like, "You idiots!" And I was just cracking up. And he was just like, I don't know. He was really funny to me, hilarious to me. And speaking of Scuttle, I thought Aquafina would annoy the hell out of me because I did not like her in
Every
Raya the Last
podcast
Dragon.
you mentioned that.
She was great too.
Everyone, all of our podcasts, you mentioned how.
That's how
you
strongly
don't
I
like
feel
Raya
about
the
it.
Last Dragon, but
I don't. But now I'm realizing, oh no, it was just a bad script for her. It just wasn't funny. This script was actually funny, and I was laughing at everything she's doing. She was just, just so stupid, but like in a very
No, I
endearing
agree.
sort
She
of
was a stupid
way.
bird, and that's how I realized. That's why I
Yeah,
always thought
she
like
was.
there was one song where she sung the Scuttlebutt song. Yeah, and I'm like,
Scuttlebutt.
that sounds
I
like
like
Hamilton. I'm like,
that.
this is Lin Miranda up in here. Like I could tell just the way he rapped.
Oh, you thought that
Yeah,
before
before the
you saw
credits, I knew
the.
it when she sung it. The way they were rapping
Wow.
and the pausing and everything. I'm like, this
Yeah,
lyricism.
it's
Yes,
Manuel
exactly. This
esque.
lyricism is him. Absolutely.
Yeah, apparently I saw this Rolling Stones article and they were saying that they don't like any of the new music. And I was like, "What? I love the new songs. I liked Prince Eric's song. It was giving depth, even
Oh, oh, that was
emotion. Like
that was also
I thought
another
it was a good
part.
song.
The Nanjday was like, he doesn't sing in a real movie, in the cartoon. He's not supposed to sing.
So is a Little Mermaid was it dear to her as well? I thought she was a
No, yeah,
Frozen
she was,
baby.
but her and Eileen was both excited to go see it, The Little Mermaid. I wasn't, because I like when we
Yeah.
talked when we said we are gonna watch it. I was like, ugh, okay, I guess we got to review a movie I don't like, but I did end up liking it. I thought it was cool. I thought
I really did like it. You know what's a detail that I
what?
really liked? Like, okay, when let's get back. We first see Ariel, and she being bad, you know what I mean? Not listening to her dad, going off and was getting killed by sharks. But when she's like, she's in like when she's like kind of, I guess, quote unquote, like not moving, kind of standing still. She's always like swimming
Yeah,
with her
I was
hands.
wondering
She
what
does
type
like
of ab
this.
workout she had to do to get ready for this role, yo.
I was like, the
She
girl is
is
giving
just
body
constantly
rolls.
like,
Like, she is just, I was like, oh, and it shows. I was like, girl, you got the six
she
pack. You have
does.
a 12 pack. I was just like, I know that's right. And I loved that little feature. She was just always just kind of like swimming and like doing her little body rolls. I was like, you better go, Ariel.
I'm mad
You
you're doing the
better
body
kill
rolls as
it.
you
Like,
talk about it. Like,
yeah, she was doing that. No, she was just like, she's like, hi. Yeah, they're just like, ugh, come on, bitch. It literally is the perfect Ariel. And my thing is, I don't know why people are so upset in the first place because it's like, did you hear this girl?
yo,
Did
she
you ever
can
hear this girl
sing.
sing?
She was killing it.
Have you
She was.
ever heard her sing? That's why I was like, as soon as I heard she was casted, I was like, this is perfect.
Because she was
This is
singing.
perfect. I'm like, I can tell you I don't listen to Chloe and Halle because literally this is
Exactly.
right up her alley. Like they said when they casted the wrestler, chose her, they didn't consider anyone else. Like when they found about her, and I'm like, yeah, because she's literally in personality
Exactly.
and vocal ability,
Exactly.
all that stuff. Even her hair. If a black girl's in the water the whole
Exactly.
time, her hair's gonna lock up.
No, it was. I
So,
thought she did amazing. I thought that
yeah.
she looked cute and innocent, but not childlike. So when she fell in love with Eric, it wasn't weird because you could tell that she was just a young adult and not like a child. I thought that she looked perfect, like the perfect age range between like what 18, 19 or so like that.
Yeah, that is true. She was never giving me like childlike. She just seemed like very
exactly.
bubbly.
Versus
Very,
like
very
I feel
bubbly.
like some cartoons you'd be like,
But
ain't this girl 15? Why is she trying to marry this grown man? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, Eric does look older to me, but it still didn't seem like strange to me. But yeah, when she did her Part of Your World rendition, that's when the tears started to flow.
That's the most,
Because it's like,
and that's the most
here's a
iconic
black
song.
girl.
Even though I don't know the words.
Yeah. Singing the most. Here's this black girl singing the most iconic song. This is a song that solidifies her as Ariel, the Little Mermaid.
And
it's
I
a
feel
black
like the
girl
song
doing
hits
it.
harder, right? It's like, I want to be part of your world,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's obviously the mermaid talk about the human, but even from a racial standpoint, yeah, but even from
whatever
a racial
goddamn
standpoint,
reason.
right? It's like, I want to be part of the road and be able to join you. And I just thought, I was listening to it, I'm like, wow, this hits a little harder because you got a little more melanin, you know what I mean? So it hits a little harder.
So you see it as an interpretation like, I want a seat at the table. I want the same
Exactly.
opportunities you are. I want that
Exactly.
privilege that y'all got.
Exactly.
Yo, it's just, I literally was just, I was honestly crying. Like, I was crying. I was like, just seeing her just do everything Ariel did in the movie and doing it
Yes, she did.
so well. So well. I'm just like, you are Ariel. And no one could tell me different. How could anyone, you could be the biggest not my Ariel person in the world, that's another story. If you see that, you're going to begrudgingly say, all right. All right, that was good. That was like, come on. She's just undeniable. And I feel like, of course, her performance is stellar, but I feel like Disney understood, if we're going to make a black Ariel, we're not going to fuck this up, because we're already getting so much backlash.
That's why it took so long to come out.
So let's do it right.
They've been talking about this before the pandemic, haven't they? Or right after, like right as the pandemic hit?
It's been a while, man. It's been a while. I don't know when, but I've been hearing about it for a while. But it's just a lot that goes under it. And one thing that I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, how much time was Halle actually underwater? Like, what parts is water and what parts is CG?
She was probably 100% under CGI.
But I'm like, but she's swimming though, right? You don't think at one point she's ever like actually swimming with the fin on?
They probably had her
with like
her mechanics. You know what I mean? Like swimming, and then once she got her mechanics down, then they put her in the.
And then just CGI the water and.
So she probably practiced in actual water and then just CGI green screen it.
You don't look wet underwater.
No. Yeah.
Because you're surrounded by water.
No,
that's just a thought. I don't know, because I look at them underwater and I'm just like, okay, you're underwater. You look dry, but that's because you're underwater. But I feel like when you're underwater, your face has a bluish tint to it. No, it's just the whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I actually did see a little bit of behind the scene footage for the shooting of Under the Sea. And you know that scene where Ariel's like sitting on a turtle's back and they're like marching?
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Those aren't turtles. She's sitting on the back of humans crawling. They're wearing like these green screen suits and she's just sitting on their backs and they're just going like, just crawling with her on her backs. And this one person, it was like, I would have been cracking up that whole time if she was sitting on my back. I was like, for real. Like, she's literally sitting on a man's back and she's just
That's
like,
hilarious.
Just crawling. But, yeah. And I guess one thing that I'm just like, I don't understand about the plot of the movie is why Ariel wants to be a human so bad.
Well, I guess that was the whole original problem too, right? With Little Mermaid is she was interested in the humans, which makes sense if stuff flows down and you see like they have no real infrastructure underwater or technology besides his magic Triton. So them seeing stuff fall down and everything, I can see that's interesting.
You know what? That's a good point, because if we knew for sure that mermaids exist, I would be obsessed with them.
Yeah.
I would try to find them too. I would try to be part of their world.
And the humans knew that they existed.
Yeah, they knew.
They knew.
It's just, well, did they know?
They did, because the sailors knew, right? I was wondering if the sailors were like doing the wise tales. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like the mermaid on the sea, but they're like, oh, wait, no, this is not a mermaid. And then when they went to shore and the queen was like, yeah, watch out, the sea people want to take over the world. They knew they existed.
When did she say that?
She said
the sea gods were angry.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the sea gods. Yes. So she knew that like they lived in there and they were angry.
But you said they want to take over the world. I know she didn't say that.
She didn't say that. That's why I interpreted.
She never said that. No, she said there's been a bunch of hurricanes. The sea gods are angry.
Okay. I thought I took it as in she knew them niggas down there. That's what I thought.
But yeah, no. I guess I get it, but it's just like Ariel. Any living person I know would leave their jobs, leave the burdens and violence of this world to go be a fucking beautiful fish person under the water. It sucks up here, girl. It's trash. And you want to come up here, what, and get a job? Be discriminated against because you a nigga? Like, why you want to come up here, Ariel? Please tell me why. It's not good for us. But another thing about this movie is that they gave us a placement of where they are.
Oh, they're in Italy, right?
What?
I thought they were in Italy.
No, they're somewhere in the Caribbean.
So, I think it's recorded in Italy because I saw a lot of
Italy.
Yes, I saw. I saw a lot of like Italian credits, like Italy credits at the end of the movie. But
oh no, I was talking about the setting of like the movie world, like where they seem like they're in the Caribbean Sea.
I thought they were in the Caribbean Sea as well.
Yeah,
I thought so too. Until I saw the credits, like, oh, Italy. I'm like, okay, thanks for the people of Italy. So I think it was based in the Caribbean Sea, but recorded.
It was shot in Italy.
It was shot in Italy.
Okay, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I was like, that makes sense why Sebastian sounds like that.
Oh yeah, have the accent? No, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And when they came up, and it kind of makes sense that they were like black and white people too, because there are like black and white people in the Caribbean. Yeah. Like, and yeah, I really like that scene where Ariel gets her legs and like she's at like this street party with Eric.
Oh yeah, and they're dancing in the street and everything, and that was fun.
Yeah, I did like that. I was like, I like how, we're seeing the world beyond a castle, because in the animated movie, they don't have as much time, but it's just like we don't really know where they are. We don't know anything about the people. It's just kind of like she says she wants to be part of their world in the animated movie, but the world that she sees is just Eric's world. It's just Eric.
Will be part of Eric.
So the fact that we can see the actual world and see that she's interested in the world and not just Eric was nice.
But yeah, I think it's different saying like, oh, I have to stay in the ocean because I'm not allowed to go over there. But just the fact that she can go explore and kind of do both, you know what I mean? That's
Eileen scared the hell out of me.
That's not Eileen. That's D'Angelo.
Wow.
Yeah, they look identical. But what do you think about Ursula and Melissa McCarthy being Ursula?
I was a little skeptical at first. I actually posted a Facebook post about it a while ago because I'm like, I love Melissa McCarthy is great, but because I know she's such a sweetheart in real life. Like, she's in real life, this woman is Suki from Gilmore Girls. Like,
yeah,
she's a teddy bear. So I'm just like, I can't imagine her being like this malevolent drag sea witch. And she did a very good job. It's just me. I just see her face and I'm like, I'm not afraid of you. Look at your cheeks. Look at your cheeks.
Look how adorable you are. That's funny.
I'm not afraid of you.
No,
but that.
No, I thought she was funny because just like we said, Ariel was doing her little ab workouts as she was like swimming and stuff.
Hello.
Melissa McCarthy did the exact opposite. She was like laying down half the time and like lazily like
just flopping around
getting dragged
all
along.
Melodramatic.
Yes, just dragged along like, oh my god, I'm gonna like, you know what I mean, just
oh my god, the torment. I'm such a poor unfortunate soul. I'm like, you're just lazy.
You're just lazy.
All you do is lay around and lament.
Exactly.
Like, get a hobby. But I didn't. I'm gonna contradict myself, but I didn't fully realize
like her motivation,
how much of a monstrosity she is until I seen the live action movie. I'm like, you are a woman's body with the bottom of an octopus.
That's disgusting.
Like, when I saw the tentacles move at one point, I was like, oh, you're grotesque. And she like carried herself across a little cavern. I'm like, ew. I'm like, you are a monster. Like, that's disgusting. Like, imagine seeing that in real life. You would vomit.
I wish, yeah.
So they did a good job with that. I was like, oh wow, this is visceral. Like, this is how you look, and it's kind of scary. I'm sure seeing a mermaid in real life would make me gad too, but I don't know. There's something about her tentacles moving, and I'm like, wait, that's attached to a woman's body. You are
an abomination.
Give an abomination.
Exactly.
Abomination. And another, but she a bad bitch because, like, how you get makeup under the sea? How my girl got a full beat under the sea?
Under the sea with the makeup. With the eyeshadow and everything.
The eyeshadow, the lip. She had to have some hair gel or something. How you get that under the sea? But we just not. But what did you think about her?
I was trying to figure out her motivation because she was like, oh, I'll take your voice. You go and you got 3 days to make the dude kiss you, but you're not gonna remember he kissed you, and you're gonna be mine. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, why does she even want her? You know what I mean? Like, why does she even care?
Yeah, that is one thing. We didn't realize I didn't know the motivation for her wanting Ariel until the end of the movie.
Exactly.
And it was like, oh, she wants Ariel to bribe Triton.
Yep, to get the.
Is it Triton?
Yeah,
King Triton.
King Triton.
I keep wanting to say King Neptune or Poseidon. King Triton.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say his name in the movie?
Yeah.
I feel like they did.
Triton, I guess.
Did they?
But what's the
like,
scepter called? The fork thing called? That's
the trident. You have King Triton, and he carries a trident. Dent.
Okay, that's not confusing at all.
Trident. Yeah, I didn't understand that at first, but I still think she did a great job. One thing that I really liked going back, but I really liked Under the Sea. I was having a great time.
Mm-hmm. It was very colorful and beautiful.
It was just so bubbly. Like I said, Hallie was just Arieling it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was just so joyful and just, like, playful and just having a good time. And it's like, yo, all the colors and just, like, I was like, I having such a good time. That was my favorite number in the entire movie.
I think my favorite one was the Scuttlebutt.
Scuttlebutt was good. I liked Scuttlebutt.
I thought because everything else, like I said, my favorite parts about the movie was the parts of the movie that was not like the original. So like the scene, like you said, them dancing on sand in the town, the Scuttlebutt song, the song where they kissed the girl, that was good too. Even though that was kind of from the movie, but like they did it differently. I like that part too. You know what I mean? That was furthest away from the original.
I think Kiss the Girl, how the way it looked better than the original animated movie. Like, this is kind of an older, not super old, but the original is an older animated movie.
89, so yes.
The colors aren't as vivid. And the background there's not too much going on during the song. The vocals sound great. The song is great. But seeing this and just seeing, I don't know, there was just one part where Ariel just kind of like falling down and like bubbles are rising up around her and like her hair is going up. This same scene is in the live action, is in the animated version, but in the live action it's just like a new life to it, and it's just.
That 2023 technology, man.
Yeah, it was really great. It was really great. Did you like Prince Eric's song?
I think so. I remember listening to him sing, and all I could think of was like, I can sing like that.
He can sing.
Well, I was thinking, man, I can sing.
No,
like
you
that.
can't.
I can sing like that.
I don't know. I thought he had. I actually was surprised by his voice. I thought he was gonna have like the typical Disney Channel voice, like I don't know, like freaking Shawn Mendes or I don't know.
Zac Efron.
But he could actually sing. Zac Efron sung. Oh yeah, he did sing.
Yeah. High School Musical.
Now he's just Zaddy, so I don't remember him being like in High School Musical.
Wow.
He's just Zaddy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's Zaddy.
Anyway.
But
no, I can't remember his song, but I remember him singing. I don't know what he was singing about.
He was just singing pretty much how he was like, imagine this, picture this. You're with your mates on a boat.
Mates on a boat.
Storm hits. You're on the brink of death.
Ooh, shaky, shaky.
You think it's over for you. But then you hear a voice. Angelic, ethereal, mesmerizing, beautiful, gorgeous, enchanting. And it's singing to you. And you're woken up. And you see a glimmer. He said this too. He was like, seeing your silhouette by, he said something about seeing like your silhouette cast, like shadowed, how do I say, outlined by like the sunset or something. And I was like, well, you saw that body. You saw that body. And you just see the silhouette of like of a body, and you hear that angelic voice, and you wake up. You would be chasing that person forever too.
Yes, Absolutely. I would.
Like, have you ever had like a really good dream and you wake up and you're like, man, I wish that was like, it lingers. It's like, I wish I could like, I wish this was like real life. Like,
No, absolutely. With the way you describe that, remember, and this is a throwback that no one else is gonna understand this reference, but you. Remember the 4th of July? We went with Uncle Frankie and that random girl. We was like 7 or 8 or so. And that random girl,
your first crush.
yeah, and we were basically
who you fucking left me for.
we basically held hand and watched the fireworks, and I never saw her again.
Yeah,
That's
so
what,
y'all,
that's how you describe the scene. Remind me of.
Yeah, there's something about. Yeah, so we went with our uncle to go see a fireworks show in July at night, and James fell in love with this little light skinned girl from my uncle's church. And he ditched me for her the whole night. But apparently he had the light of his life, and even though he's married, he's still thinking about her. So I guess it was worth ditching your sister.
I was like, what?
To be around strangers.
I was like, what, like 9, 10 years old or so. I don't even remember. I didn't even know she was light skinned. I couldn't even describe her.
I knew she was pretty. I knew she was pretty. That's why I was like, girl, you can do better. But I was bitter. I was bitter that you just left me. I just remember walking alone, and we was on Lincoln Drive, right?
We were on Lincoln Drive in Philadelphia.
It was either Lincoln or Kelly Drive. No, it was Kelly Drive. Kelly Drive.
Which was Kelly Drive is near the
Kelly
river, right? Near the actual like the boats and all, like the boathouses.
Did you just ask that question?
I don't remember. I never got them confused.
You're in Oklahoma now, man.
I know Lincoln Drive and Kelly Drive. I always get them confused interchangeably.
No, this is new. You've never gotten them confused. This is brand new. You need to come back home. We can't even call this Watch That Joint no more. What they say in Choctaw, Oklahoma.
Watch now, y'all, or something like that. Y'all better giddy up and watch this.
Y'all better watch now. But yeah, it's that don't even make no sense. Giddy up to what, the theater? Whatever. But yeah, it's like that. It's like one of those magical moments. Even when let's say I fall asleep on a flight and then I wake up to like the music that was playing in my headphones when I fell asleep. The song sounds so much better to me in those first few moments of waking.
Oh, there's a few songs I heard waking up for the first time. Like The Riddle by Five for Fighting. I heard that sleeping on the floor in the house.
On the floor? Why are you sleeping on the floor in your own home?
Well, because we didn't have AC upstairs, so we slept downstairs.
Broke.
You was in the same house as me. We were both broke.
What house was this?
Right.
This was on Tabor?
This was Tabor. I remember hearing.
Don't recall. I slept on my bed.
The Riddle, Five for Fighting, and I was half asleep, and I was like, "What is this song?"
It's just beautiful.
And it's beautiful. So I understand. I understand how he got mesmerized. And she was fine. She was gorgeous, and
it's a siren song.
So how did you feel?
The siren
about,
song has an enchantment to it. So, Matt James,
so
you'll be strong. But continue. What?
Exactly. So how do you?
Yeah.
No. I get you. I would have fell for it too. I fell for the song. I'm just human. I'm just a mere mortal. You know what I mean? But how did you feel that he started falling in love with Ariel when she lost her voice, but he was still curious about the mystery woman, right? Do you think I was like?
I think that was very realistic.
Yeah.
I think that's very realistic. It's it's just like, it's kind of like, okay, you're dating this guy, and then, he, I don't know, transferred for work, and then you meet this other guy, and y'all kind of get along better, but it's like, oh, but my old dude, I have to stay loyal to him, even though you're kind of starting to like this new guy more. It's just this weird sense.
Well, that's loyal. You
loyalty.
described loyalty. He's not loyal to this person.
Yeah,
he was like.
And maybe his heart is loyal. There's something about it where it's like, no, like, yes, I like this girl, but no, she's not the one who saved my life. She's not the song that I heard. I'm meant to be with her. So kind of straying away from the path that you
Exactly.
set, even though this new path may be better, it's hard to do.
He thought the girl was his destiny versus his reality,
Exactly.
and that was the confliction. It was like, oh, my destiny is this girl who saved my life and majestic, but my reality is this shorty right here is pretty bad and she's fun and she's cool to hang out with. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people,
And she
and
don't
she don't
talk
talk much,
much.
which is perfect. She just ain't nothing.
And she know how to
she
shut the
just
hell
said
up.
nothing. It was perfect. That's why he fell in love with her. She was like, all she did was sit there, and he taught her stuff. He just smiled and nodded and didn't say a word. That's like every man's dream.
That is true. I was just about to say that. It is every man's true. Just listen to what I say. Don't say shit and look good. Wait. Well, I hate y'all. But no, yeah, I feel like I'll be the same way. Kind of torn in between the two.
Be with
Because I
you.
really want to be with you. But the shorty sung me. Yeah. I feel like that is really realistic. And yeah, I was at first in the live action and in the animated film, I was just kind of like, Ariel, you fell in love with Eric the moment you saw him. I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe in lust at first sight, like sexual attraction at first sight. Then I was like, oh, wait, she's like 16. That makes sense. Even though that never happened to me at 16, I guess that's like a 16-year-old
I feel like I have had encounters with people, and we instantly connect. You know what I mean? There's a few people where I know, like we hung out with 3 or 4, like just for half an hour, and people be like, "Yo, you guys knew each other forever." So I can see that. I don't know if you can call it love at first sight. I feel like love could be like a spark, and then just tends to grow. You know what I mean? So the spark could be there, and then it can over time it can mature and everything. And
that just seems like passion. I don't know. I've connected with people too in like a very amount of short time.
What-
But I knew it wasn't love. It's like it's a crush.
exactly,
I have a crush
but
on
I'm saying
you,
that it takes
but love
more
is-
to grow it. But at the same time, it's also enough to be like, oh, I want to pursue this, and this is good. You know what I mean?
But she said love. She was supposedly
Yeah.
in love. I don't know. But
I don't know. She also never saw a nigga with feet before. He had
like,
feet. He was young. Everyone else who's swimming around,
Okay.
everyone else is.
He had feet.
He got
Is that the
feet,
standard?
like-
He got feet. Let me be
Like
with him.
she
He
overheard
got
him talking. She was like, "Oh, he's smart and compassionate. He got feet. Like he's the prince. You know, he's pretty built. You know, he got feet. Like you know,
He got feet.
ain't no one under the sea got
I-
feet. So like you know,
Yeah.
they can't compete.
People always want what they can't have. Like I said, I'm no thousands of girls who'll be like, I want to be under the sea. Ariel, take my place. You want to be human? Bet. Like, I will quit this job and leave these kids right now.
You sure you want to be on the sea? Think about how ashy your skin would be, all the sand and everything. Like,
I mean, but
Like-
no one can tell because I'm underwater. You don't look ashy underwater.
and also if you're under the sea, like you only gotta like have to eat sea fish the rest of your life.
No, they're
Seafood the rest of your
human. They can go up to the surface. They just can't walk. They can go, I don't know. I
But
can
you
Uber
can't-
eats
you-
me a cheeseburger to the shore real quick.
What you gonna do? Just put the cheeseburger on like a little plastic boat and mail it out to you. You go get it.
No, I come up to the shore. I crawl my way to the shore, and then the Uber driver bring my burger to the beach. And
Uber
we eat
driver
on the
can run
beach.
you over. He can run you over. He see you over
No.
there
We be cool.
like a beach mermaid.
A beach mermaid. Nah. Like, I don't, what's the down? I guess the only downside, I guess, would just be like missing. Well, I don't know. Because I feel like mermaids live very deep in the ocean. Like, I don't know. I guess I'll miss the sunlight because the ocean gets very deep and very dark.
Oh, so speaking of right, obviously, when they were showing the scene of the sunken boat, that absolutely reminded me of the Titanic and the tragedy that just happened this past weekend.
With the submarine.
Yeah, with the submarine. It's not funny, but it's funny because
Everyone says the same thing. It's not funny. They laugh. Like, no, it's tragic, but it's kind of funny because
it's because it just shows that like people when you get too much money, you just don't know what to do. You know, just like, oh, let me go in this unsafe thing, 13,000 feet under the sea.
And my thing
And look
is,
at-
someone died on that exact submarine in 2018.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, someone died. Someone died on that exact submarine in 2018 because of it failed. It had multiple failures, and someone died on it in 2018. But they still, the I don't know, the CEO, OceanGate CEO, still wanted to do it, and they even had a settlement before those people died, saying that the material used for the submarine was not proving to withhold certain like temperatures. Like it pretty much they're saying over time the material the submarine is made out of isn't safe.
Yeah, so it's
and they settled out of court.
When you go under sea, every 10 meters you go under, the pressure, the atmospheric pressure increases by like 10 times.
Wow.
Right. So like by the time they got down to, I think every 10 meters is one time. Basically, by the time they got down to 13,000 feet, they were like 1,300 atmospheres, right? Which is basically like...
Isn't it PSI?
Well, atmosphere was a way to not do PSI. You could convert it to PSI. But basically, it was a crap ton of force on that boat. Like, you ever swum on the bottom of a pool and your ears pop because of the pressure, right?
Yeah.
Like, basically, it's enough to, like, have, like, metal yield, like steel, like yield and bend.
Yeah.
At that pressure,
so the thing, it was made out of carbon fiber, and literally, like, it's known that submarines shouldn't be made out of carbon fiber, but the person decided to do it anyway. He's like bragging about it. The person who made it, he's like, "Oh yeah, I bend the rules, but oh well, I did it anyway." And they made 13 trips with it before these people died. But I'm like, but someone died. 13 trips is not enough. Where's the peer review?
Exactly.
13. I need like 500 trips.
Exactly.
And then someone died in 2018 and you still went. So you're using a material that isn't tested, that's literally advised against using. Someone died in 2018 and you only made 13 trips?
Yeah.
It's just...
It's crazy.
He doesn't care. He didn't care.
But anyway, the opening scene reminded me of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It reminded me of it. I was like, wow.
You know, it was kind of frightening when Ursula finally turns Ariel into a human and she's just scrambling to the surface to get some air.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that. That happened in the cartoon version, I think.
Yeah, but it was scarier here. She was so far away. Honestly, she should have drowned because she was not close to the surface at all. And I'm just like, dang, girl.
Basically, if she didn't swim all her life, she would have drowned. Because she was probably a good, like, 50, 60 meters under the sea. Like, she was deep in there. In that little, like, dinosaurs, like thing or whatever. She was
dinosaur
pretty deep.
thing.
It was like a dinosaur carcass that they went into, like a sea creature carcass.
James, what were you watching? Oh,
no,
you're saying dinosaur. I'm thinking like T-Rex, like Brontosaurus. You mean like one of
No,
them?
I mean like swimming dinosaurs.
The swimming
Fishosaur.
dinosaurs. Fishosaurs. Yeah. So do you think she can beat Michael Phelps as a human? I think she
Ariel?
can demolish him. Yeah.
Like, you mean mermaid Ariel?
No, human,
human
Ariel. Human Ariel swimmer.
She probably could beat Michael Phelps. I would believe that she's the fastest swimmer of any human.
But then again, I don't know, because she just learned how to walk.
Well,
maybe she's still kind of...
I feel like her...
Swimming with limbs is very different from swimming in fins. So it may... the mechanics are totally different, right?
The mechanics are different, but she knows the water. So I feel like she'll catch it up quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man.
It's like someone who's like been ballet and now they have to learn like tap dance. Like they'll struggle a little bit until they get used to it and be like, oh, dance is dance. She'll be okay.
So what do you think? What did you like most about the movies? Tell me some things that you like most about it.
Okay. Well, one, I liked Haley. I thought she did very well.
Holly.
Right? Holly. I liked Holly. I thought she did really well. I liked it was very pretty. All right, the colors and everything, it looked pretty. I like the diversity of the cast. Even towards like the end, where all the mermaids came up from like every corner of the earth, like the 7 seas or whatever. So yeah, that's what I liked about the movie.
I really liked the Queen, Eric's mother. I was like, yes, I'm loving this like this trend that's happening in movies and theaters where like the head bitch is black, like how Queen Charlotte is black, even though
that's Shonda Rhimes, man.
That's Shonda Rhimes, but Shonda Rhimes Shonda Rhimes kind of That's a whole nother topic because she just seems like obsessed with like. Listen, there's so much I could say about Queen Charlotte, but we're going to move forward. So, yeah, I saw the Queen and I was like, oh my God, she's beautiful. Like, I just liked her in her dress and her hair pulled back and just looking regal. I really liked how the castle looked too. Like, I loved the costumes. That blue dress that Ariel was in, very sweet, so adorable. And it looked similar to the original. It did look similar to the original. Yeah. I liked all the songs. Like, I really liked all the songs. Scuttlebutt was really fun because, like, I was really waiting to hear what the information was. I'm like, come on, Scuttle, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. And she's just playing around, going off on tangents, being dumb. Sebastian's getting furious with her. Like, girl, spit it out. And he's like, oh, and like, she said he's going to propose. And, you know, Lin Morel, that nigga rap. So it's like, it was just very melodic. And I was like, oh, I was really excited. Like, what? He's going to propose? Even though I already knew who it was because how did you feel about Ursula Mermaid?
Oh, first when Ursula came up, the human came up, and she was sitting on the beach. I thought she was the baddest thing in the world.
I was just like, she's so pretty.
I was like, oh my God, Ariel got no hope, right? Because she could talk. I mean, she could talk, but but when they showed her again, I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, okay. She looked a little more average when she was talking.
Well, you know, witches, they have the ability. They use something called glamour, which is like is literally bewitching you. So in your eyes, they're more beautiful and interesting. So I feel like that's definitely what she was doing, sitting on that rock. Because she did look good. I was like, damn, this bitch is cute too.
Yeah, I'm like, they got the best looking people in the row for this movie. All these mermaids.
They really like handpicked like the best looking girls for this movie. Like, they did. When I saw that first Asian mermaid, I was like, then I saw the others. I was like, oh my God. And I thought Halle was fine. All y'all fine. Like, it makes sense, y'all sisters. Like, oh my God. But what else did I really like? I said, Under the Sea was my favorite. I loved how the movie looked. During the trailers, I was a little worried because in the trailers, the movies looked very dark. It looked so damn dark.
You mean like actually like light, like lack of lighting?
Yeah, lack of lighting. Okay. It looked too dark. And that, I watched freaking the new Peter Pan movie because I wanted to see Yara Shahidi as Tinkerbell because she's adorable and why shouldn't she be Tinkerbell?
Yeah,
the movie was so it was so I hated it. I was so bored. I'm not a big Peter Pan fan to begin with, but it just wasn't interesting. I just watched it to thug it out because I wanted to see Yara Shahidi, but I'm like, she's Tinkerbell, so she doesn't talk. So I'm just like, why am I? It was just so boring. And like Peter Pan, just I don't know how the way they wrote the actor was weird. He was so moody. Like, I feel like Peter Pan is a kid with a lot of charisma and boyish charm, you know what I mean? He's playful and he's smiling and always cracking jokes and like a little shit, you know what I mean? But like one that you like. He's like
a Spider-Man.
Or like, I don't know, like the bad kid in the class who's so bad and he won't shut up and he's always distracting the other students, but he's so cute and funny that you like him more than everyone else, but you don't tell them that because you don't want to encourage his bad behavior. Just like mischievous. And this Peter Pan was just very dark and gloomy and like just angry. He wasn't giving any of that. And I'm just like, okay, this is weird. And like,
so you think this was a pleasant surprise when you compared the Little Mermaid to the Peter Pan?
It was 1,000 times better than Peter Pan. It was 1,000,000 times better than Peter Pan. It was so much better than Peter Pan. Like, so much better than Peter Pan. Like, they stayed true to the plot, and the elements that they added to the storyline, in my opinion. There wasn't any scene that I felt like this didn't need to be there, or, oh, this is so dumb, why would you add that? I was like, I like these additions. I agree.
Only thing that got me is that she didn't give a F about her daddy, yo.
I thought the same thing.
Like when her daddy died, she was just like, oh. And then when he came back to life, she didn't even say nothing. She just kind of just looked at him.
I thought she was going to say, I'm so sorry for running away and almost getting you killed and getting myself killed and becoming a human and disobeying every rule you ever put. and like putting this whole kingdom in jeopardy because the evil sea witch has the most powerful tool in the world. She didn't say none of that. She just said, you gave your life for me. And he was like, you tried to give yours to like, you sacrificed your life to bring my life back. And I was like, no, she didn't. She was protecting Eric.
Yeah, she was. She protecting Eric.
She didn't give a damn about you, daddy.
She didn't care about daddy.
She her daddy
all.
now. He her daddy now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you.
Didn't care about her at all.
But speaking of which, that final boss fight, I did love how Ursula looked when she got real big.
Oh yeah, she was terrifying. I was like, well, the first question I asked was, why did she have to get so husky, get Super Saiyan 4 to kill this little mermaid and little human? All you gotta do is just drown them. You know what I mean? She just got so big.
You can drown a mermaid, James?
Well, she could drown a human, and then a mermaid, she just eat them because she's a like she killed.
That is one thing that I was very confused about. There was literally, but it's following the edit. That part followed the animated movie to a T. But one thing I was confused about is she's like 20 feet tall.
Yep.
Creating cataclysmic whirlpools.
No, she's
in the
like
ocean.
Hundreds of feet tall.
Hundreds of feet tall.
Yep.
Devastating hurricane, whirlwind, tsunami type waters. Yep. And Eric didn't drown.
I know. Eric.
They just showed him going round and round, and I'm like, how are you above water this entire time?
How are you above water?
That would have been flipping you and tossing you, and you couldn't tell heads from tails, and you would have drowned.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like, imagine, even going to freaking Rehoboth Beach. I went one time, this wave hit me so hard, I somersaulted. A bitch was somersaulting. I could not get up for a while. I was like, this is it for me. I couldn't get up. James. I was just like the water, like, flailing and somersaulting. I sat my ass down when I got up. I didn't get back in that water.
And that was a 5 foot. That was a 5 foot wave.
Real shit. A 5 foot wave. I'm just like, how did he not drown? it didn't make any sense, but it's the same thing happened in the movie. But like I said, I loved how Ursula looked. I was scared. I was like, oh, she ain't playing. But
I just wonder after she would have killed them, what she would have done next.
I don't know. Laments with the trident again.
That's so like is she just gonna go and like just attack the land and like rule the whole world? Like was she just like tsunamis and like I kind of wish an alternate universe that she won.
Yeah,
I can just
it's
see
like
what she does.
do you mind plugging in my laptop? It's in there. Yeah, I just didn't. It's in my bag. I just didn't know what her end game was either, because it was obvious that she wanted to get back at Triton. And another thing.
So what did he do to her?
He banished her to the depths of the sea, like the darkest part of the sea, like where Uncle Oogle is, because she was just evil and like annoying, I guess. So, and that's another thing. Was she a mermaid and he made her into that?
No, she was a witch. She probably did it by accident.
So you mean you think she accidentally turned herself into an octopus monster?
No, I don't really think that. I think, to be honest with you, that her being an octopus monster is ugly, but more functional than being a stinking mermaid.
But I'm saying, because my thing is, why is she not a mermaid when her brother and all her other family are mermaids? Like,
why is she?
That's what I'm saying. That like King Triton banished her and then deformed her to be that monster.
No, I don't think so.
She needs a backstory like Maleficent got. Maleficent would have been good too if it was rated R. I'll say it to the day I die.
No, I think a backstory of hers would be pretty cool as well. So overall, what would you rate the movie at our Watch That Jones scale? Little bag popcorn. So small popcorn, medium popcorn, or a large popcorn?
I guess it's an extra large popcorn. Honestly, like I said, it stayed true to the original very well. Hallie ate the girls up. Like, literally, she had a stellar performance. She did so good. I love the diversity of the cast and just the imagination of seeing all those different mermaids, and just the world building under the sea and on land was very good. Very well done.
Mm-hmm.
The new songs, I liked all of them. I liked how when Ariel was on land, she was like, she couldn't speak, but she was thinking in her head and she was thinking in song. I was like, this is great.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty
because
cool.
I'm like, I thought about it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, is she's going to be quiet this whole movie? But no, we could hear her thoughts, and that was fantastic. And I like that her little running gag of like, but gravity's pulling me down. And she was just like always, I thought it was so cute. Just seeing her curiosity and just like, like I said, I loved Scuttle. Sebastian cracked me up. I wish I could remember some of the things he said because I don't know. He was just funny. Like I said, his accent was good, understandable, clearly Jamaican, but not like, not, what's the word? Not cartoonish, even though, you know what I mean? Like, I would give this movie an extra large batch of popcorn.
Like a caricature.
Like a caricature, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will give this movie. He didn't say "yeah, man" once. He didn't say, and Jamaicans actually say that, but like, it's so it's so stereotypical for him to say it. He didn't say it once, my nigga. He didn't say none of that, and it looked beautiful. It was just so beautiful. The only question I have was at the end of the movie, where they got in that little ass tugboat. Where are y'all going? Y'all going to explore uncharted waters? And this little. I know you got mermaids to help you, but you don't even got no sail on that boat. How far y'all go? You gonna row the whole way? Why don't you get a ship that you had before?
No, they were rolling to a big ship.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the big ship. Did you?
I did. Yeah, they can't bring that big short ship to port, so they rowed a small rowboat to get to the big ship.
So that's just me being stupid. I really thought they was gonna take the little ass boat. I'm crying. But yeah, I'll give this an extra large bag of popcorn. One of the complaints that my mom had about the movie, our mom had about the movie, was how fast Ursula was killed when she was impaled by the hull, like the mast of the ship.
Yeah.
And I was like, but that's exactly how it happened in the animated movie. And to be honest, what the hell are you going to do? Like, there wasn't really much they could do. So, literally. But nah, I'll give it an extra large bag of popcorn. I'm getting this movie. They don't do DVD anymore. I'm buying this movie some way, somehow. I'm buying this film. I would watch it again. Like I said, I cried. I felt moved. I felt like this is big. This is big. And Holly literally is doing something big. And I felt like a proud, like, big sister because I'm not old enough to be her auntie. Fuck out of here. So, extra large bags of popcorn. Watch that, John, for me. What about you, big dog?
Nice. I give it a medium. And the reason I give it a medium is because, one, I wasn't really big on Little Mermaid anyway.
Neither was I until I seen this shit.
I know. It did extremely succeed my expectations. But, like, I didn't think Sebastian was really funny at all. Like, I probably only laughed like a handful of times in the movie. I thought it was cute and I thought it was interesting. And I see all the empowerment and everything. I know exactly why we like the movie. But me personally, I think a medium is probably fair. I'd probably watch it again if it came on Disney Plus. You know, I'll check it out once or twice or so.
And
how
did everyone else feel about the movie?
I think they liked. Well, they liked it a lot. They felt like you. They weren't like as emotional as you, but they did enjoy it a lot. The girls enjoyed it a lot. Give me a head nod if y'all liked the movie. Eileen liked it. You liked the movie? Cool. Yep, they both enjoyed it.
All right, I have to cancel you now, but say nah.
I don't know. It would be disingenuous if I was like, oh my God, that was life changing. Because for me, it really wasn't.
No, I feel you. Like I said, I don't expect this movie to really connect with cisgender men. You know what I mean? You either a girl or you gay. But the fact, you're still saying that you enjoyed the movie. It's just not your cup of tea.
Exactly. Yes.
It's just not your cup of tea. Like, I can't imagine myself. I don't know. Like, okay, I don't like Frozen, but I say this every episode too. But I admit that
you can see why you can see the appeal.
I get the appeal. I just don't like it that much. But I get the appeal. And what I'm trying to
No,
think of a movie that I just wouldn't. What's a movie that you'd be interested in? And I'll be like, I don't give a damn.
Probably like a sports movie. I think, or like a war movie.
I just like movies. What I can't think of a movie. I don't know. Maybe like any Lifetime movie. I'll be like, or just I guess a really bad movie. Like Fast and Furious. Yes. I'll be like, I didn't want to watch this. Or really any Marvel movie outside of
John
like,
Wick.
the main. I have no
You're
interest
really
in
excited
watching
about John Wick.
I never seen it. But I know
It's
when I
very-
watch
yeah,
it, I'll
it's
like it. I have no desire to watch it.
It would be like you going to watch John Wick, and liking it more than you thought you would. But the concept of him just running around killing people.
So is the
for 2
movies really
hours.
good? Are the movies good? Or is it just never action movie?
It's an elevated action movie. I wouldn't say they're life changing.
Was the
But he
first one
just
really
so-
good?
The first one was really good. Yeah, it is.
And the other ones, when they get greedy, it's just like, we didn't need this.
I needed it because it's still. I just saw the first 2. I didn't see 3 or 4 yet.
Why are there 4 of
So I
them?
go. I don't know. I don't know how.
Who
he
else do you
survived
have
with
left
2.
to kill? Then he avenge his wife or dog or whatever already.
And the whole world right now is trying to kill him in the 3rd movie. So I don't know how he survived for 2 more movies, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do a John Wick. Maybe we'll do a John Wick episode.
No, you can do that on your own. I mean, if you want to, I guess I have to do it. But But all right, y'all. That wraps up this episode of the Watch That John podcast. Thank you so much for listening once again. Yeah, we're gonna go home and what time is it?
Watch the BET Awards. It's 7:30 Eastern time.
Watch the BET Awards. You know, they've been getting better. Well, no, actually, I haven't seen the BET Awards in a while. I've been watching the BET Hip Hop Awards for a few years now, and they get better every year.
Have they?
Yeah. That's one thing I would not watch it if DQ didn't want to watch it. Like, I'm sorry, BET has such bad programming. Remember Hell Date?
Yeah. I do.
The only thing I watched on BET that I liked was Being Mary Jane. That's it. But I'm like, why every time I turn the channel on, y'all always showing Daddy's Little Girls? Speaking of which,
That's hilarious.
he bought BET, by the way.
Idris Elba?
Tyler Perry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that not? That's a Tyler Perry movie. Yeah, he bought it. You just don't got the
I
type of
think it
cash.
is, yeah. I know.
But all right,
You
guys,
said-
bye. I cut you off.
No, that's fine. We probably could have edited out this whole section anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh no, I said keep it.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Why not? Bye-bye.